Hi, everybody. It's Abby and Liz, and we are here to do our weekly Budget Buddies check-in. This is week 3 for our Budget Buddies series. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Basically, what we do is we share how we did meeting our budget goals for the week. Maybe what we're going to do differently next week, or if we know there's any like challenges coming up, and how maybe help each other think of some ideas to get over that. So we did really well this week. So I guess spoiler alert, we only went over like $15 this week. So I'm super excited about that. And we have been sticking to our cash budget, and I just can't recommend that enough. It just helps so much to have like, this is my money, and I better not spend it all on Monday, because then I won't have any left on Friday, you know? So for groceries for the week, we spent $42, and I was really nervous about this week because I needed diapers. What was it? I think I maybe even needed like diapers and formula and meat and like a bunch of stuff that I never have to buy. But like, oh wait, so diapers came out of my other budget. So it was like formula, and then groceries for the week was the 42. So then I had $8 left over. So I put that into my other budget, which is usually $25. So I had $33 in that one, and we bought diapers. And then I got a $15 Halloween costume for Elliot off of Amazon. I was either going to do something used for that or look on Amazon. So once he finally decided what he wanted to be, he's going to be a skeleton. He finally decided. I went on Amazon and found like a $15 thing that looks really good and everything. So got that. And then for gas, we budgeted $40 and we spent $44.10. For my spending money, I had $35 and I spent all of that. I used some of it for like Switch Witch little toys and goodies. So we're going to have a video coming up about like Halloween traditions and how my family does the Switch Witch and what that is. I bought some new towels for my kitchen because I've been wanting that for a long time. So I got some dish towels and some new wash rags because mine were like falling apart. And with Oliver eating in the high chair more, I'm cleaning that up like all the time and cleaning him up. And so it's one of those things where like we didn't technically need it, but it makes my day-to-day life so much better to be like, now I get to use a new dish towel. And so it's silly, but like it is important. So I just used some of my spending money, and I got it at a store. It's called Tuesday Morning. I don't know if they have them like everywhere across the country, but it's like a Home Goods or TJ Maxx where it's all new stuff, but it's at a discount. Anyway, and then the rest of my money I spent on like eating out. And then for Adam's spending money, I think he ended up at about like $50. So that's where our 15 over is. And he is going to, we're going to take that 15 out of next week's cash. But then also he was telling me he's going to like plan better for the week, like at the grocery store, getting food so that he doesn't have to eat out, and almost doing like, not his own grocery trip, but just like using some of his spending money to get stuff, because it's so much cheaper to buy like things at the grocery store than going to a restaurant or a gas station. So I like the camera switches over to you just because you're coughing.
Sorry, I knew it was going to happen. I couldn't hold it any longer.
And then let's see. And then I forgot to mention last week something I was really proud of. One way that we kept within our like other budget of $25 last week. So Elliot really needed a haircut, like really, really bad. And normally we take him to Sports Clips and end up spending like $21. And they do a great job and he has a lot of fun. But like $21 every month, basically, when you're doing a cash budget on like a really low budget, you realize like I could really use that money for something else. So I went to Walmart and I got like hair clipper set. It was $12. I did a price match from online because on the Walmart website they had it for $12 and in the store it was $16. And I also like did some reviews online to make sure that it wasn't just gonna like pull his hair and stuff, but it was like good. And So I got that for $12, and then I got him like some candy because he was sad that he wasn't going to get candy at Sports Clips. So I cut his hair, and it's decent, and I'll get better at it. And he's only 3, so. But now I spent $12 one time, and I can use that over and over again, and so it's already paid for itself. And then Elliot needed new jeans, and normally, like old Liz would have gone to Carter's and gotten some like adorable jeans for $16, but instead we went to Salvation Army, and I got him some jeans for $2. So
that's so awesome. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So I just wanted to share those like little successes. Some challenges that I can definitely foresee coming up is, so I'm getting paid this week, but we have like most of that is going to go towards bills and then like our weekly cash budget. And Elliot's birthday is on Saturday, like not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And so hopefully Adam will have like some income coming in from the work that he has already done. So we should be all set. But if not, we're going to have to get creative with like our groceries and spending money and other budget to make sure that we can get him a present and then get what we need for his little party. And I'm going to have, excuse me, I'm going to have a video about planning a 4-year-old's birthday party on a budget too, because we like make a lot of our decorations. I make the cake. And then we don't go nuts on the present because he's going to get a lot of other presents. So, but that's what we'll be focusing on this week. So, Abby, how was your week?
See, that cough is contagious.
I know.
It doesn't go away. Our week was good. You guys did really good. I'm really proud of you. That was like really successful.
Thank you.
Still, every time I hear about your $50 grocery week for the week, it's like, it's insane. So what's really awesome, and I'm going to call a success, is that from pre-budget buddies to where we are now, our spending is insanely different. Like, even though I'm not hitting the mark, like we're still going over budget, like you went over $15, like it's changed so much. So for instance, this week, our grocery spending, we went only 5 different places over the course of 7 days. Okay. Like 5 trips, which is a lot, but it's a lot less than we normally would have done. And when I say 7 days, like one of those was probably a 3-day. Like we usually go to 3 different places, so it's really like maybe 3 days.
Okay.
But our total spending was $147.42. And again, the reason why it's so high is because I'm actually like putting half of it away in the freezer, because I'm trying to build up our freezer stock so I can like and like with the sales to hopefully like November, December, when things are really expensive for Christmas. Like my goal is to spend $100 or less on groceries in December. I don't know if I'll be able to do it because that's really extreme, but I'm hopeful. Clothing, we were in line. I had to get just a couple things at Target, but that came out of the budget that we were allowed. Our entertainment, we're doing $25 a month, and we spent $23.49. We took Lily to see a movie that we actually thought was $5 each, and it ended up being $12 for me, and then $5 for each of them because Bo has a student ID from teaching, and then Lily had a student ID. So it was a little more expensive, but it was for conferences because she had a good report, and that was her reward. For eating out, we did so good. We had 2 expensive dinners. One, Bo and I had a date night, and then the other ones were just really small. And we're still under budget for the whole month. We're going to go over budget. Like our budget is $200, and right now we're at $199.67, and there's a week and a half left. So we're for sure gonna go over budget. But like, even if we're at like say $250 by the time the month is over, that is like half of what we spent the last 2 months, which is awful to say, but it's still like such an improvement. And then every other category I have, so Bo, me, Lily, our gas, all of them are still under budget with enough left over. And so like our grocery budget, we're allowing $400 a month, and I have $75 for the next week and a half, which should be plenty. Like, because all we'll need is just like milk. We're out of milk, eggs, some vegetables. But like we still have so much in the freezer. Like,
Yeah.
that whole buying on sale. And then I know, like, we talked, Liz, like, it's very interesting because you guys are really focused on that $50 a month mark.
A
And
week.
then, like, that's your goal. And you get what you can get with that $50. And for us, it's like we can spend a little bit more, but the hope is we're spending a little bit more now to, like, reduce it in the future, and being able to buy things on sale or buy things at a stock up price to, like, save. So it's just, like, interesting, like you said, two different perspectives on how we're doing that.
Yep.
So yeah, the other thing that I did not put down, because that goes into like a separate budget, is like our holiday stuff. We went to the Halloween store and she got a costume, and it's just a jacket. It's a Mal jacket from the Descendants movie, and it was clearanced for $24. And that's all she got. She didn't get pants, tights, accessories. We'll just like make all of that because it's Halloween in Iowa. Like, she'll just be in whatever and warm, and then we'll just put the jacket. We got it big enough that it could go over top like 2 sweatshirts. So that was the deal. We told her she could have the costume, but she couldn't have the whole costume, and she was fine with that. So we, Bo did do some Christmas shopping. We budgeted $100 this month for Christmas shopping. We're going to do $100 each month, so October, November, December, and all of that we made it to $98. So that's done. But it's awesome because we've never shopped this early, like, for Christmas. So, yeah, we're under budget on everything with just that week and a half left. So I know we'll go over in a couple things, but again, like, I'm next week I'm going to compare, I think, when I'm writing this all out. And I was so excited because I did it in my budget book in the back. I'm keeping track. So I'm going to write out where we were last month at this time and then like the month before that. Because last month was the first time we actually were like checking in with each other. And then I'll go back to August and see kind of how, like, over the time, like, you know, before and then when we did this and now that we're doing it on camera, just to kind of see the progression.
Yeah.
So yeah, I say it's a win, even though, you know, it's not perfect. It probably never will be, though.
Yep, absolutely. And like, yeah, it's such a like 100% difference. And I think like when we were being accountable to each other, it was more like, whoops, I went out to eat today. Crap, we're so poor. And now it's like, okay, I need to stick to this.
Yeah.
Otherwise other people will know. And it's just, it's fun, like, to see, it's like a challenge for yourself to see, like, how much money can I save? And like, I know my sisters have been joking with me about, like, you only spend like 42 cents on your groceries, or, you know.
It is insane though. Like, it is insane. You do so well at that. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. So it's fun, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and that's what's cool too, is like people in my life know I'm doing this. Like, for instance, like our eating out. So between Bo and I, and when I mean eating out, I mean everything. So I counted our concession stand at the movie, which was $6. We got a kitty pack. He bought a $2 pop at a vending machine. And then we had our dinner out. And I went out for dinner with a friend. And then I had 2 work lunches. Mm-hmm. So, like, it's not even like us going out to eat or being lazy. The PB challenge, my friends, is working. And we have not had to do it yet. So I really think, like, that psychological shift of the punishment and, like, you don't get to go out for being lazy. Like, even today, I was thinking when I left work, I was supposed to thaw chicken today, and I didn't. I forgot. And so I'm thinking, like, last night we scrounged. We used some of the frozen pizzas that I made in a video, which we can probably link. I think we can do that. I don't know. Okay. We had to tap into that because we were just kind of lazy and tired, but we didn't order pizza. And then tonight, like I said, I forgot the chicken, but we remembered we had some frozen hamburger patties, so we just grilled those. Whereas before, it would have been like, oh, we didn't thaw the chicken, let's go get something. Like, it was like not even like trying to figure out, is there something else? Whereas tonight it was like, okay, we have milk, we have bread, we have peanut butter. And then it's like taking inventory, and then it's, oh yeah, we have those burgers, let's have burgers. So it really has been like really good for us.
Yep, we haven't been out to eat as a family either since we started doing the Budget Buddies series. So the only eating out we've done is like at work or like Starbucks on the weekends, stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yay, Budget Buddies.
Yay. And it's not like
Budget Buddy.
and it's not like because we're not going out to eat as a family, we're not spending time as a family or anything. Like,
yeah.
When we go to a restaurant with the kids, like we spend the whole time just like wrestling with them and telling them that they're being too loud. And so like eating at home, that is more of like a family time than going out to eat all together. So I think like, and it just takes so long, and you end up getting out, and then you go to bed late, and so.
But you have that guilt. I always have that, like when the check comes, it's almost like some weird form of like
remorse.
Yeah, it's like this weird like high of like you're in the restaurant and you're so excited, and then you get, you know, your food ordered, and then it comes and it's really not as great as you thought it was going to be, but at least you're not at home cooking. And then it's like, oh man, I've been here an hour, I could have done all these things, and then the check comes, and then you're like, that was $50. I could have used that $50 on anything like clothing, groceries, a bill, put it in my savings, pay off those credit cards, and then the whole ride home you're like, crap, that sucks. And then that's like the cycle.
And for me, when I overspend, when I make a bad money decision, it spirals me into other bad money decisions. So like on the way home from spending $50 at a restaurant, we go to Barnes and Noble, or we go to the hardware store and get like some random thing for our house that we didn't need. Like it's like to make me feel better of like the facade that I can really afford this. Like, let's go spend more money. And if we're out for one thing, we're going to think like, well, to be efficient with our gas, like what else do we need to do? But like,
well, we blew $100. And we don't want to waste another $5 on this gallon of gas, so we might as well go spend another $50. It's like the most messed up math. I know, like, Bo and I would do that too, you know, like, we'd have, like, a $300 car payment, and it's like, oh, well, we only have $280, so we'll have to wait till next paycheck. So, like, let's go out to dinner. Let's go to Target, because we couldn't pay that bill anyway. So let's just blow this $280. Like, that is not how that should work. That is messed up. It is weird, I don't know, acceptance that we have going on that has hopefully stopped, and we don't do that again, because that's so dumb.
Yep. Yeah. Well, we were going to talk about something else, but we're going to save that for next time. And just for the sake of time, and let us know, like, what kind of messed up math do you do, or how do you convince yourself that, like,
what kind of justification you get.
Because it helps to talk about it and say it out loud. Otherwise, like, you're just going to keep doing it and like thinking those thoughts and everything. So, but yay, we did a great job this week on our budget.
Yay.
Even better next week. And Abby, I challenge you. You've only got 33 cents left in your eating out budget, and you have $75 for your groceries and a freezer full of food. So, like, my challenge is don't eat out.
I won't. Here's the thing. That's a lie. I will only eat out at work. Like, every Friday, our work, like, we go out as a group to lunch. So I have tomorrow, and then I have next Friday. But I will try to do $10 or less.
And
I will only drink water. I will leave a reasonable tip if we have a tip place. I will encourage we go to places where I don't have to leave a tip. And I will try to do $10 or less.
Okay.
So any work friends watching, $10 or less.
And then, what if you take $20 out of your grocery budget Because
That's
if
what I'm
you had
thinking.
to, you guys could eat frozen pizzas every night.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. That's what I'll do. I will take from another budget that I have money in, and I'm gonna do a little hustling, a little side hustle. That was my pen that I'll talk about next week, which we were gonna talk about tonight. But then you'll kind of get to see how it all works out. So, teaser, join us for week 4 next week to find out how I did with my eating out budget.
All right. Awesome. Well,
Okay.
we'll see you guys later.
Bye.